FATENZO.com.
Outstanding. Pow!
Boom. Boom. The look of disappointment.
Good, I got that down.
Sheer disappointment.
Damn it. I tried.
Why
I tried to keep it on.
Why are you so disappointed in me?
I'm actually not. I was trying to keep the faith as
'Cause I'm
long
so-
as I could.
I'm a ridiculous person?
Well, that partially.
Am I?
No.
Okay. I'm kinda.
It's not ridiculous. How would I put it?
How would you put it?
When I
Sum
don't
me
like
up.
I don't like the word in this phrase.
Sum me
crazy,
up.
because it's not crazy, but it's like
What?
never lacking. It's like it's always entertaining, if you would call it that.
Really?
Like there,
That's good.
yeah, like there's never a dull type moment.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to. I feel like I know the word. Let me
Come on, think of it.
Yeah,
Just
hold on.
say the word.
Sporadic, I guess.
Sporadic. Sporadic. Spontaneous.
Spontaneous.
I'm spontaneous.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
And your life is too. Like, I mean, it just is. But it's not in a bad way. It that there's always something, and like I said, not a bad thing. Just like there's always something going on.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And that's not how it is with your life?
well, I mean, I feel like it is. It's honestly, it's probably everybody's life. Like life
Yeah.
always shows up.
Yeah.
Because I guess I could put it like this: you're such a open book. Like you really talk about your life. So
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of
With my friends and stuff?
yeah. We all.
I
get
confide in my friends, so I don't need a psychiatrist.
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this: you're saving a lot of money in that way.
I know. I'm Jewish in that sense.
I guess you could call
I'm
it
Jewish
that.
in a lot of
Yeah.
senses because apparently Catholics are like half Jewish.
Well, I mean, I kind of wonder what our.
I mean, we
Black
came
Israelite
from
would
the-
think on that one.
We came from Catholicism came from the Jewish.
Yes, that is true.
Basically. And we are the one true church.
Original
You,
pope.
you heard. Okay, so I brought you.
Yeah.
I was actually able to bring this guy to mass with me this morning.
So
Could you
both-
believe that?
Both of us went to mass this morning.
And you took the Eucharist, even though I know that you haven't been to confession or anything like that, which is actually, I think, technically a sin. Maybe we could look that up. You're a sinner.
Oh yeah,
You just sinned.
and so are you.
No
and
one-
so is everybody else in the world. That's human nature. You're not the second coming of Jesus.
I know. All right.
But
So
happy Sunday, everybody.
yeah, let's do our intro, right? Our intro is this.
Yeah.
We're so bad at intros. Hey, welcome to the FATENZO show. If you don't know, I'm your host, RVP. You can call me, I'm Robert Vincent Picarillo. I go by Rob, Bobby. It don't matter what you call me. I'm name fluid. And
The name fluid English major who doesn't know.
just don't call me late to dinner. I don't know pronouns. That's right. I was an English major, University of Florida. Don't know what a pronoun is to save my life. Have the most horrible reading comprehension known to man. This guy has to do all the reading comprehension.
And I'm terrible at reading comprehension.
Yeah.
but-
And his first language is Asian of some kind.
You don't even know which one.
Some sort of Asian.
Actually, that's a pretty good description. We're all mutts, probably.
Yes, we are.
I mean,
Well, you're no, you're a Korean mutt. You're
Yeah.
100% Korean, but you're a mutt of all the different areas. Because there's states in Korea too, right? I think there are.
oh God, what are they called? Provinces?
Are they?
And
Is that what they are?
not territory. Something else. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
not-
our states are really like
Republic.
countries.
Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Our states are like countries.
Mm-hmm.
And but those smaller, because we are the size of countries, like put Italy and Florida next to each other.
They're probably right around that thing.
Did you look it up?
Yeah. No, just thinking of it. Geography was a fun subject.
But yeah, so that's why I really say, somebody goes, what's your heritage?
Right.
You know what my thing's going to be now?
What?
100% Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean, we figured that out.
I'm 100% from Connecticut. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
both of my parents.
Regardless that you were
born in Florida. I'm if somebody asks me, where are you from, I go, I was born in Florida, but I'm from Connecticut.
I mean, we basically narrowed it down that you were probably conceived in Connecticut.
I was.
So, I mean,
my Aunt Marie, they were at my Aunt Marie's house, and my mom told me that she knew. I guess my dad put it down that day. She knew.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. And it was
great tribute to Father's Day there.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something to that, man. So if I was conceived there, I mean, and life starts with conception. Think about it, dude.
Life at
and so
1 week old.
Think about my constant, like, Florida is the only state where you can be from technically that state, but you're not. Like, but it only happens if you both parents. I mean, it's probably like this in a lot of transient areas. Like, I'm sure Vegas is very similar.
Okay.
There's other places that probably have similarities.
Mm-hmm.
But with this area, if you have one parent from somewhere else,
mm-hmm.
and let's say one parent's from Florida or one parent's from another state, you have two different states,
right?
Or another country. Like, I have friends,
Yeah, that's true too.
They're like one, my really good friend, right? One's from Germany and one's from Italy. His dad's from Italy and his mom's from Germany, right? And so oh my God, out of all those kids, by the way, the background, right? He's the sixth.
Yep.
Out of all of them, they're all born in different places. One was born in Puerto Rico, one was born in California. Yep.
Really, all over the place, really.
Yeah, his oldest brother is like probably 60 now. He's like 60 years old now.
Okay. Well,
do you understand?
Man, that's old.
Because the dad was.
Yeah. Oh, no, I get that.
Yeah, the whole. That. But yeah. Anyway,
good for him too.
Yeah, but they're all born different. All these different places. One was born in Germany. One was born in Italy, Puerto Rico, California. Everybody was born somewhere else, but this one was born here.
Right.
And he just naturally took to it. Now, and a lot of people are like that. Like, you don't have that connection with somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have two parents that are from somewhere specifically, the same place, I believe that if you're from a transient area place, it's almost like they left and they went on vacation and they had me.
Yeah.
And because we were always there every single summer, dude, every summer, full summer, all 3 months.
All 3 months?
Absolutely. Wow. And I learned how to swim there.
So wait, did you actually, I
learned how to swim in Connecticut, and I'm a Floridian. Okay.
Were you the family that, like, as soon as school was over, like the next day, you're on the road up there?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because it was, how, like, we were learning about living in the moment, right? And things like that. I think, like, they lived in the past a little bit, especially Mama Dukes.
Yeah. Okay.
Lived in the past. She's only child. Her parents are up there. Her whole family's up there. She's down here by herself. Come on. Yeah, obviously, the connection is going to be more there. It's not going to be here. It's going to be there. So it was just constantly confusion. And seeing, like, the gangster way of up north.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's in the culture.
It's in the culture.
It really is.
The culture of up north is the gangster.
Like, and everybody, mob.
Tim Dillon says it the best. He has a joke about it. And he says, because he's from Long Island, which is directly across the water from where my family's from, Bridgeport. And he says that it's like everybody just wishes they were back in, like, I don't know, another era, like the time of the time when the like, let's say when the dinosaurs ruled the earth, when the mafia ruled the earth. Yeah. Ruled New York City and that whole area, the whole New York metro area, that whole area. Dude, I mean, I'll talk to some of my.
I guess it would be Massachusetts where it might.
Brad Chadford. Do I really need to answer this? Is he going to just ruin? Oh my God.
Let's see what he wants, huh?
Here he goes. Hello. Uh-oh. Hold on. He's probably going to talk crap right now because he thinks I'm from Connecticut. What's he going to say? This idiot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what are you going to say?
So I feel like I have to complain to somebody about this, and since you're the only one who seems to be like up on a Sunday, I'm going to complain to you. I went down the street to buy three editions of the Boston Globe because I need them to stuff some baseball bases with. Mm-hmm. And I go down there, and the convenience store and the gas station that's close to it do not sell a newspaper at all.
Wait, really?
You can't even buy a newspaper. Like, what is going on? Like, what's happening to our country right now? You can't buy the newspaper at a gas station or a convenience store.
I don't know, man. Why don't you just take a screenshot of it?
No, I need the actual physical newspaper for the weight of it. I need.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're making the bases for your stuffing for the bases. I'm sorry about that. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's all right, but I'm just saying.
Well, listen, because I'll tell you why. Because the only reason why people need newspapers is to stuff bases. Okay, that's right. Why. Yeah. And so now you can't get them anymore.
It's absolutely insane.
I just looked.
Do you want to? Why don't you go get yourself a telephone book, and then after that, pick me up a malt.
Yeah. But,
I don't know what to. Yeah, I'll get you some blank CDs so you can make some.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. CDs. I need a record.
No, I need the 3.5 floppy disk.
Yeah.
Or an 8-track.
I'm surprised by it though. They didn't even have it at the gas station. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's done for. It's done for. The printing press, bro, is over with. It's digital now.
Yeah.
And, before I called in, I heard you talking some smack about, you said up north. What were you on about?
I was just talking about, where I'm from and stuff like that. Just talking about, difference of Connecticut and Florida, things like that, talking about mafia. Right. Like everybody that lives up north wishes it was a different time, wishes that it was the time of the mafia, basically. I mean, would you agree with this?
Well, I grew up on Federal Hill, so I can tell you like something about that. I think that it's some nostalgia. You're not wrong.
Nostalgia. There's a nostalgia.
Yes,
there is absolutely. I'm not wrong.
No,
you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
And so
they're
the difference between that and then Florida, and then always seeing the dichotomy of being exposed to that, and then seeing how it is in the white trash area of Tampa.
Yeah.
Out of Florida, if you go to a lot of different areas of Florida, that area is pretty low class. Not to be.
Oh yeah, Floribama especially. Floribama is like
the Tampa Bay area specifically though.
It is, right.
It's just low class. I mean, have we talked about this before? Have I talked about the difference before? Have I discussed?
I don't think so.
Have I discussed how people? We did.
We did when we were driving through the one day after we saw.
No. On the podcast, have I ever discussed this? Okay.
No, not on the podcast.
All right. This is the first time I talked
Good
about
topic.
This is the first time I ever talked about this on the podcast. So very interestingly enough, the way that it's set up, it's very it's just when you look at who settled Florida, you can figure it out pretty easily what happened. All you got to do is just look at the highway system. You got Route 95 going up the eastern seaboard, going right up to Mass, right up through Mass, right? Boston Post Road. Yep. That's what it used to be.
Yep.
And so then you have Route 75. That goes down the western side of Tampa. The western side of Florida goes through Tampa, goes all the way down. It actually ends up going into in Naples and then Alligator Alley and then all the way over to Miami. But and then it goes up and it stops in Dayton, Ohio. So if you're there, if you're in Florida,
along with life,
you will notice that just people got on the highway closest to them. They came down to Florida. And they got off wherever they got off and they settled there. And then they procreated with other people from the area that they're originally from. And then that kind of person is created, but they're created in Florida. And so if you go to Tampa, because I just know, because I was, raised there in that area. These people are all from Ohio. They're all from Ohio. Like they're from Michigan, Ohio, Ontario. It's just a different genetic pool than I am. I'm a different genetic pool, and you could tell, like the people, the way they look, things that you could just where they're from in Europe or whatever it is. It's just different. And
see, that's what's weird for somebody like me from New England, like originally from Rhode Island.
You have some people that they go down. It's weird though, because this kind of messes my theory up, because they tend to go, well, actually, okay, there's an amendment to my theory, and I'm sorry for walking all over what you're about to say, Brad, Chad, but if there is spring training somewhere in Florida, regardless of where it is on the highway system, like I was just saying, there will be an exception to the rule.
Yeah, no, of course there are always exceptions. So
Naples, I think, is a big area for Boston.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that for somebody from New England, it's kind of hard to understand. I mean, I understand it, but it's kind of hard to relate to the idea that a state is so big. Like Florida is so big that you can have you can have a dichotomy down there. You can have like completely different people. Whereas I'm from Rhode Island, which you can throw a baseball from one side to the other.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
You're right.
It's weird.
Well, where I'm from in Connecticut, like I was just saying, I started this off. I was talking about I'm 100. Like if somebody asked me what's your genetic background, I'll be like, I'm 100% Connecticut. Yeah. Because I am, and the people that settled there, that's what my makeup is. My makeup specifically, just talking about me, Italian, Polish, Hungarian.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the major pieces. And if you look at
lazy and stupid.
Yes. But if you look at all that, right? If you look at that area, those are the people that settled that area. Those are the people that settled that area. They all, everybody mixed in, all these mutts mixed in with each other in that area. And they have a certain look about them. And when I'm there and I'm looking around, I'm at a bar or something like that, everybody, I swear to God, they look like me. Okay. They have a similar stock. Yeah. We're from that stock. And just like you go to Brad Chat, you go up to, and where Piazza was from.
Oh yeah.
You know, I love Piazza, man. And rest in peace. But Piazza, he, regardless of, you could be the biggest guinea, but you probably have a little bit of Mick in there mixed in somewhere. Yeah, and he does. He had the mix. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. Like yeah, really? You're going to have it in there somewhere. You're going to.
Any families that have been in New England for as long as your family and my family, like you're going to have.
I don't have any Mick. I got no Mick. I got zero Mick.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't. Not that you know of.
No, I don't. I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I've done the thing or whatever, Oh,
you did the 23andMe?
Yeah, I did that. I did the thing. I don't have any. No, I knew I didn't have any Mick. None.
I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it. And I'm sure I'm going to find some stuff that I don't expect. Just because,
you are. I mean, you could tell that you are, regardless, we're all European mutts. Well, we are all, and the black people that are here are African mutts. Okay.
Oh, sure. Because, there's so many different,
and a lot of them have European in them too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
right.
They don't even realize,
and maybe very often against their will.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But, yes. Well, everything was against their will, because the difference between the mutts of Europe who came here, the mutts of Europe wanted to come here, therefore they willingly assimilated into the culture, whereas the Africans had to be forced assimilated. That's why you have a lot of problems with the way they are. It's like, well, people they go like, oh, you got to be like us. I expect you to be like this. Think about it from their perspective. They were forced to assimilate.
Yeah.
We made the decision. My forefathers, late 1800s, early 1900s, we weren't involved with the slavery or anything like that. My people. But we came over here.
No, mine either. My grandmother came over here in 1920. So
probably same time as me. Probably same time as us.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying.
But anyway, we're all mutts. You're either a European mutt or you're an African mutt, and we're all Americans in the end. And that's why I'm all about being American at this point, man. There's no point. I see how it. The grandparents were 100%. of something, and then your parents are halves, and then you're made up of quarters and halves and things. And like, at least I have like a decent chunks, but it's starting to it will get depleted. My kids are going
I wouldn't describe your chunks as decent.
but
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying like we really are becoming our own thing. We're just Americans,
Yeah, no, hey, I think my parents, my father's always told me that one of the proudest moments my grandmother, ever had was when she got her citizenship. So, I mean, it was, I think I agree with you. Being American is I'm psyched about it. I like it.
Yeah,
but, it's not for everybody, but for me,
it's such a rich tradition. I mean, all our people came over here and they all melded together, dude. In a couple 100 years, it's going to be insane over here. They're going to really have.
We have another couple 100 years, and I'm not so sure.
If this survives another couple 100 years, like they'll genetically we are United States of America people. And I'm saying, American. I'm from Connecticut. I'm a Connecticut person, I am. Mm-hmm. Genetically, I'm a Connecticut person. It will it'll be even will compound. I'm like probably the first person generation be thinking like that, maybe, or me, because 1900, maybe more, maybe other people do, like the yokels that are actually from Florida or something. What?
Florida's always going to be an outlier, though. It'll always be a little different than the rest of the country.
But those people that have been here for generations, but that's
going to take a long time before there are people who have been there for generations.
There are some. I mean? There's some.
I mean, but they're not as many as you would find in Connecticut.
Not at all. Not even close. No, not at all. Yeah. It's an outlier.
FATENZO.com.
Outstanding. Pow!